So this is my book. It's called Wonderland, and it's a year of Britain's wildlife day by day. So it's got entries for every day of the year, little snippets about wildlife. And I'm going to read from the 4th of April, which is about the swallow. The barnyard next to our home has been silent for 6 months now. Ever since, on a breezy day in late September last year, the swallow circled the skies above for the very last time, and then turned and headed purposefully south for Africa. But now, on a fine spring afternoon, they're back, and it's as if they've never been away. Twittering fills the air, and though it is sometimes frowned upon to ascribe human emotions to birds, I find it almost impossible not to imagine that these are sounds of joy, happiness and relief. That's certainly what I and many of us feel when we see that our swallows are safely back home. For these delicate little birds, each weighing about 20 grams, rather less than an ounce, have flown almost 10,000 kilometres to be here. A few weeks ago, they were sunning themselves in the skies around the Cape of Good Hope at the southern tip of Africa. Then, driven by tiny changes in the chemical processes in their brains, they began to head north. They crossed the tropical savannas and equatorial forests, skirted the vast Sahara Desert, and then flew over the Mediterranean Sea and France until they reached the English Channel, almost within sight of home. Until then, they had been using the sun and the Earth's magnetic field to navigate. But in the final few miles of their voyage, they found their way by following familiar landmarks until they arrived at this Somerset barn, the very place they hatched out less than a year ago. Here they will build their rather tatty nests on the wooden beam and spend the summer raising a family. It's no wonder then that the swallow is such a potent symbol of the coming of spring, not just here in Britain, but all across the Northern Hemisphere, from Canada in the west to Japan in the east.